www.calbcc.org. That's www.calbcc.org. Registration for the Small Business Development Workshop, How to Do Business with California Government, begins at 9 a.m. and the workshop concludes at 1 p.m. on Thursday, May 15th at Victory Park in Pasadena, 2575 Paloma Street. This is a community call to action from the California Black Chamber of Commerce and KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
So Krishnamurti's sun is in Taurus. Let's start with a quote. When one loses deep, intimate relationship with nature, then temples, mosques, and churches become important. To me, this is deeply Taurus. Taurus is many times correlated with nature, because the thing about Taurus is understanding the wisdom in simplicity. Now, what does that mean? If you look at a tree, don't run to the dictionary and look up the name of that tree, where it grows, and in which season does it blossom. With Taurus, we don't want to complicate things. We're going to find that place that's completely still, but completely alert.
Man, for all those who didn't know, the great Krishnamurti, whom I quote often, is a Taurus.
See?
May 11th. Taurus. And we give Krishnamurti, a.k.a. Krishnahurti, much love on the voice of reason.
You know why that is, right?
Why is that, sir?
The best orators are Tauruses.
You think so?
I know so.
I would challenge
People are paying attention to Cam Newton, and he's never went to school for it, sir. Krishnamurti.
Cam Newton, that's Taurus. He good.
I ain't got to go back and forth with you. I'm telling the truth.
The minister.
Come on.
Malcolm.
Come on.
Even though Malcolm is on the cusp, coming into Gemini, May 19th.
Kevin Garnett with us.
Kevin Garnett.
Busta Rhymes with us. Come on. Don't. Chris Brown with us.
First off, the greatest MCs of all time are all Gemini. Those are orators, by the way.
Dope. You talking about Melly?
Biggie.
Oh,
Tupac. Melly Mel is Taurus.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know Melly with us. Okay.
But Biggie, Pac, Kendrick, Kanye, Andre 3000, Ice Cube, MC Ren.
Gemini.
These are all Geminis.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. DOC, it goes on and on and on.
They can't be trusted. Yeah, I said it. I said it.
So we are neighbors in the zodiac, brother. So you want to go to Monkey?
I want to go there. You out here pollinating. I want to go there.
Let's get Nzinga back in
Come
here
on,
for her
come on.
final thought because she was cooking. Come on,
Mom.
Nzinga.
Oh, hello. I just want to say happy early birthday.
Thank
Grady.
you, Mama. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I guess my one consolation is going into churches and looking at the Last Supper. And I just be like, astrology is everywhere. They don't even, it's right there. All the signs. And the 12 disciples, they each represent, an astrological sign. So sometimes that's just like a little consolation. It tickles me. I kind of laugh because,
I
it's
love
church.
it.
Yeah, that's dope.
I love it. Nzinga, guess what you just did?
Brought Pensacola in the building.
You brought Pensacola, Florida in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. And she's correct. The Hebrew word for zodiac, a lot of Christians don't know this. The zodiac is throughout your Bible. Now, it's taught in different ways. Speaking of Bible, King James, Taurus. No, not King James. I'm sorry.
I ain't say nothing. I just let you have it.
William Shakespeare, Taurus.
Yeah.
Adele, Taurus.
Right.
Superman, Henry Cavill, right? Taurus. John Cena, Elizabeth II. The Rock, Taurus. Makes sense, right? He's the Rock.
Duh.
Earth.
Duh.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But I want to say this to our Christian people. God didn't make you willful against knowledge. He wanted you to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because thou hast neglected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. That's Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And of course, in context, he's talking about the knowledge of his book, the knowledge of his word, the knowledge of his presence. We already know. But that particular quote means so much. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And what happens is we become willful against knowledge that is outside of what we believe to be true. And sometimes that could create a stagnancy in your ability to grow and expand and learn more. For instance, most Christians and religious folk don't know that the whole zodiac by name is in the Bible. Job chapter 38, verse 32. It's in Amos chapter 5. Like, it's in the book. And what's interesting about translations, a lot of people who are lay to the Bible in translation don't understand transliteration. Transliteration is, yes, this book is in English because it was translated from Hebrew, from Greek, from Aramaic or whatever language, ancient language. But what we're going to do is spell it the way it's said in the original language.
Real rap.
So instead of translating it, which would bring it into English, we're going to leave this word untranslated, but transliterated. Meaning, boom, Mazaroth. That's the Hebrew word for zodiac. I want my people to think the zodiac is evil. So I won't put it in the Bible as a translation. I will put it in the Bible as a transliteration. I'm going to spell it in English the way it is pronounced in Hebrew. Mazaroth. Look it up. If you think I'm lying, Job chapter 38, verse 31. God is in there talking about the stars, Arcturus, Orion. He's mentioning star constellations and the zodiac.
Is he talking about the North Star in there too?
I don't think so.
What about the shining star?
I knew. That's why I had to pause.
I set it up too. I was like, Orion. Oh, them the people that did Beach Street. Orion Pictures. when you turn on the Beach Street, it go like the beginning of Beach Street is Orion Pictures.
And then you can argue that none of it is real.
That's what I like to tell people.
Because the star constellations that were visible in the sky back then when they originally created,
the Big Dipper,
all of that has moved
all day.
You're not really a Taurus. You're an Aries.
Talk that.
I'm not really a Gemini. I'm a Taurus.
Come on, talk that. Huh? CAT really meant dog, according to Olga and Revenge of the Nerds.
I'm not.
What if CAT really meant dog? He really thought he was dropping some knowledge because he was on that reef. And he was looking on the beach and looking up at the sky, looking at the stars. Leave all that alone, ladies and gentlemen.
My daughter is in the chat. She says astrology is a pseudoscience, technically.
There you go.
But it gave birth to a real science? Astronomy?
She talking, I'm not going to say nothing to the baby. The baby talking to you. You the daddy. I don't.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I'm gonna agree with the baby.
The truth came out of falsehood.
I'm going with the baby said. If the baby said it, I'm riding with the baby.
The truth came out of falsehood.
Don't ask me. I said I'm rolling with the baby.
If
ask
that's the
baby.
case, black people come out of white people. Huh?
Ain't you hot in here? Ain't you hot, Alonzo?
Ain't you hot, Alonzo? My name ain't Alonzo.
You just said it, though. So your name could have been Alonzo. Because,
Taurus, man. Cali Soul is in the building from Denver, Colorado.
Cali.
Hey, this is a match.
Hilarious.
This is a match for you.
Watch it.
Cali
Why I got
Soul.
to be matched up with everybody, man?
Yeah.
You scared. You don't want nobody to give you your reason because you don't want nobody to look at you.
Because what?
You don't want nobody to look at you. You don't want to be judged.
Do my voice.
I don't want nobody, to see me. I don't want nobody to see me. Say, yeah.
She Pisces. You're Taurus. Y'all can make mud together. Earth and water.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
We can make mud pie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We got to do it inland. Nothing by the beach. Inland.
So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? We're in here talking crazy, of course.
Yeah, y'all hilarious. Good evening.
Have you dated a Taurus man before?
I haven't. I was definitely toyed with by a Taurus man, and I was really sad about it.
Wait, he manipulated? Oh, great.
Yeah. But no, like that was just that situation, right? And I'm a Pisces sun, Virgo moon, Taurus rising.
Rooted
and I
wild.
can't say, right?
Rooted and wild. She just gave the whole blueprint for how to be deeply rooted and wild.
Got to be free.
Because you got to have both.
Lord have
Gotta
mercy.
have both.
You got to have both.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
But
sister.
what
This might
I
be
have
your
a
soulmate.
question, though,
Yes.
because I'm like I know a little bit about astrology, but I'm kind of like still a baby at it. So you said Taurus is one of the 4 fixed signs,
Right.
correct? So is fixed more of a masculine energy?
No. Fixed is a position, right? So you got mutables, you have cardinals, and you have fixed. It's like a position, like you're in the
Padres, too.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in each quadruplicity, you have 2 masculines and 2 feminines. So if you look at the mutables, Gemini, Sag, Pisces, Virgo. Pisces and Virgo are the feminine, right? Earth is feminine. Water is feminine. Air and fire, masculine. So each quadruplicity, whether it be fixed, cardinal, or mutable, has 2, right? Masculine and 2 feminines. Does that make sense?
Yes.
There you go. So, your moon, Virgo moon, analytical. I need to think about this if I'm going to do it. But when I decide to do it, boy, am I going to do it. But I must ruminate on what I'm going to do. Let me ponder. Let me think. let me ruminate. I know it tastes good. I know it's delicious. I know it's something I would love. But what is the cost? Am I willing to pay the cost? Am I willing to be indebted to this lover if I gave him what I so desire to give? Right?
Hilarious.
Bunch of thinking going on in that Virgo moon. Virgo quote is I analyze. Right? That's your quote. I analyze. So if it's in the moon position, which is heart, which is emotions, you're going to be thinking, overthinking about what you want to do. But when you decide, you're going to dive. After the decision, you're diving, either in it or out of it.
That's right.
Right?
That's
Now, your sun part is the fickle part, the Pisces. Two fish going in opposite directions. I'm spiritual. No, I'm not. I'm spiritual. I'm evil. I'm good. No, I'm not. Like, it's two fish going in two opposite directions at the same time. So there's this duplicity that's happening with Pisces, right? In one moment, I want to be my highest self. But in that exact same moment, like concurrent thoughts happening at the same time. It takes Pisces a minute to get to a particular level of maturity to be able to kind of not act on those thoughts. Because remember, Pisces is a mutable, adaptable sign. So if the situation causes them to say, okay, let me bring in my barracuda as opposed to my guppy, they can adapt and bring in the barracuda. But in times alone, in times pontificating, all these thoughts are rushing in on Pisces, right? And this is why daydreaming and this is how they sort that stuff out, right? There's all types of worlds, deep conscious worlds going on in Pisces at any given moment, right? And it takes a minute for them to kind of balance that out and get to a point of equilibrium where one fish isn't dominating the other. This is why, for especially Pisces women, external appreciation and acknowledgement is really big for them, and sometimes addictive if they don't know how to control that, right? They can be swept off their feet by a beautiful moment, and it could turn into something horrible later on, right? But the moment was great, you know what I mean? And then what's the other one you have?
Taurus rising.
Taurus rising, balance. That Taurus is going to be steady. Rock, steady rocking all. But that's the image of it. You got to understand that rising is like the car paint. It's not the engine, which is the moon. It's not the maker of the car, which is the sun. You see what I'm saying? It's just the paint. So you come across as stable, rock steady. Go ahead and get her in an unsafe emotional environment. Boy.
She a problem. She'll get busy.
It's not safe in here? Yeah. What we on?
All day.
What we doing? That Virgo moon get to thinking, wait a minute, where's the door? Is there a back door? What is happening? I'm against the wall.
There's a trap door under somebody's feet.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
No, I am a little hurt that you tried to call me fickle on the slick low.
No, I'm saying it's Pisces. It's natural. It's duplicity.
I'm just messing with you, so.
It's natural for y'all. But listen, people get mad when I say things like that, but you got to remember, the mutables are all duplicitous. They're all twins. So Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius are all twins. You don't know a Virgo. Hold on, stay with me. When we come forward, I'm going to give you the rest of this cookie.
I looked at you, you stole my heart. You were all that I anticipated. I wanted you, every part, but I knew love would be complicated. I began to touch.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. If you missed our KBLA Talk 1580 Town Hall, the Altadena Eden Fire, 100 Days and Counting, you missed an evening of reverence, reflection, and reality.
You gotta live in the reality because this is it. Every day, you wake up, is this my life? Don't stay in denial because yes, it is. Don't stay in bargaining where you're praying for a miracle if it wouldn't have happened. then this is what I would have done. It did.
Our panel participants kept it real. Really real.
I think, number one, it's amazing to me how we ignore systemic racism in our community, and as a people, we've apologized for so much, but when will we stop apologizing for what we have paid for? Because the truth of the matter is, we paid for this.
You can always count on KBLA Talk 1580 to give it to you straight, no chaser. When you love folk, you tell them the truth. Seeking the truth, speaking the truth. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we don't black down.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in focus and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
1455 Frazee, San Diego. CordellCordell.com.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a black and brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah. You ready? Get money! I think so.
Change your life. Oh, just let me control your body. Girl, you shy, you wanna slow it down. And you start screaming when I go down.
Taurus corresponds with the 5th card of the Major Arcana, the Hierophant, whose hermetic title is Magus of Eternal Gods. The Magus, or Magician, is strongly linked to the concept of being a traveler or communicator between worlds, between the higher and lower planes. This card was once called the Pope, which its design has been largely influenced by.
Wait, hold on.
Especially in...
Pause that. See, that devil worship.
He said the Pope.
He said the Pope, and then I
heard him.
He said the magician. He said Magus.
He said Magus first, then he said the Pope.
Listen, I don't do that. I don't do that devil worship. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want him to say.
You understand me? I don't do that devil worship now. But the Hierophant is a priest, a high priest. In your Bible, that would be a Melchizedek type, or,
or hieroglyphics.
No, Melchizedek.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see you messing around. But when they said Magos,
something like that. He said something with
magician, but that's what the word Magi. Remember, before the Bible was translated, the what we call the three wise men were called the three Magi. Magi it means wisdom.
Okay.
And it's also the root of the word magic. Magi, the three Magi who visited Christ as a babe, right, in the manger, right, who followed the star to get, do you see? Astrology, astronomy, you have to remember, astronomy, the modern day science, was born out of the mythological, or it's not really mythological, but what they're now calling a pseudoscience, astrology. You have to remember, astrology goes all the way back to ancient Kemet with the Dendera, right? The symbol of all of the star constellations that were observed from, that time, the observable universe. This is where we get our astrological or our zodiac, which is the Greek word zodiac, meaning animals in the sky, right? So when you see a lion, that's the Sphinx in ancient Egypt correlates with the lion as well as Virgo.
Wow.
So again, and then Virgo just means virgin, i.e. Mary, the virgin.
And what is Taurus?
Jesus, fisher of men, the 2 fish miracle where he fed the multitudes. Everything about Jesus was about fishing. Go out and become fishers of men. He was Pisces, the symbol. That's why modern Christians used to put the fish on the back of their car to represent Jesus. Jesus represents the fish. The Pope wears a mitre, a hat that looks like the open mouth of a fish. Mary is the virgin, Virgo.
So what's the Taurus?
Do you see? One of them lion disciples that went to sleep in the Garden of Gethsemane. One of them. The one he called fools and slow of heart. No. But again, as the clip is explaining, Taurus is very powerful. The wise men, the Hierophant. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what it's describing. We got Nikki from the SIP, who is also a Taurus. She comes in and cooks all the time. When we come forward, I'm going back to the phone lines. I see my brother JW, South Central Los Angeles. We're going to get it done.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Tensions flared outside of a Grand Rapids, Michigan courthouse as protesters clashed during jury deliberations in the trial of ex-officer Christopher Shore, charged with killing a black man, Patrick Luoya.
I think that they are really weighing the options and the facts, and I really, truly hope that they come up with something soon.
The jury is deadlocked, but was told to keep trying. One person was arrested. Jurors are in deliberations today in the Tyree Nichols murder trial. 3 former Memphis officers are charged with beating him to death back in 2023. That was caught on video. None of the former officers testified. And a Lending Tree survey shows 77% of parents say raising kids is more expensive than expected, with nearly half having fewer children due to costs. The average cost to raise a child now is nearly $300,000, up 36% in 2 years. A $5,000 baby bonus is reportedly under consideration. Get BIN News Now, on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
KBLA Talk 1580 and the California Black Chamber of Commerce invite you to the Small Business Development Workshop, How to Do Business with California Government, on Thursday, May 15th at Victory Park in Pasadena, 2575 Paloma Street. Get certified and register as a new bidder. Sell products and services to the state. Learn about pre-bid events and more, and it's all free. All you have to do is sign up at www.calbcc.org. That's www.calbcc.org. Registration for the Small Business Development Workshop, How to Do Business with California Government, begins at 9 a.m. and the workshop concludes at 1 p.m. on Thursday, May 15th at Victory Park in Pasadena, 2575 Paloma Street. This is a community call to action from the California Black Chamber of Commerce and KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The Comedy Connection series featuring KBLA's Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, and the alpha male of comedy, Ray Grady. We're going to transform relationship disasters into stand-up material live at Inglewood's Miracle Theater on May 31st at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. My clinical team will disclose all of your dating woes, while the alpha male of comedy, Ray Grady, has hand-selected supremely talented comedians to roast all of our tragic relationship choices. I dare you to bring your ex's phone number, because Ray, he's going to text it live, and the crowd will be sourcing emojis. Tickets are moving swiftly, so don't hesitate to grab yours at themiracleinglewood.com before I diagnose your dating history as a pre-existing condition.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Now that this series has come to an end, let's get into the dark side of a Taurus. This sign is like the Fenty Beauty setting spray of all the zodiacs because they are set in their ways. Nothing's changing. Arguing with a Taurus is exhausting. Like, where's the logic? They're a very selfish and possessive sign. Taurus don't like their to be touched, so don't ask to borrow anything from them. Tauruses tend to be a little bit lazy, gluttonous too. They love them some good food. For Taurus, it's all about their image, so you will see a lot of Taurus people dating out of their league or dating up. It's because they really feel that they are that great. If you're someone that's not really into the gym, I wouldn't suggest dating a Taurus. They're all about image. And if you don't fit the image, they're going to tell you, hey, you should go to the gym.
Turn that off.
You don't like what she said?
I don't like nothing she said. Nothing.
Why?
We givers. And we give a hoot if we like you.
One of y'all heard her.
Yeah, she done got it. She done. You know what it was? Because I could tell the way her voice is.
Yeah.
We don't like the way she dance. See, because we're visual learners. Because if you can't dance in front of a Taurus male, we ain't fooling with you. I said it. If you can't dress, we don't want to have nothing to do with you. If you can't get away from the table, we don't want nothing to do with you. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? You got to be smooth, smart, and and I don't want to say smart twice. I want to say suave.
Suave.
Smooth, smart, and suave. You got to be all those three.
Sophisticated.
No, we don't want that. That's over there. That's some other.
You don't like sophisticated?
We don't like sophisticated. We ain't worried about that.
Well,
What?
My sister's birthday was yesterday, and she loves the finer things in life. And what I recognize from many Taurians, they love the best of the best of the best.
If we fool with you, you'll know that. If we don't fool with you, you won't know that. Remember that.
Huh.
If we fool with you, big bro.
So you're saying you're secretive. You're lying.
No, we don't trust you yet, man.
Scary asses.
I know you don't want the people to know who you was, and you're going to sit up here and run. So you're going to sit up and tell me that I'm scary and, well, take the gloves off. And then just come on in and just let somebody just be able to report what your thought is and what your problem is. Won't you come on and come out your backpack? Unpack your, sit down. Get your room. Here's your room key. Have a seat.
I gotta share.
You too emotional. Go ahead and let it out. Let somebody deal with you, man. You already the voice of reason, so where's your voice? And why we can't give you the reason if we got a voice?
We both got a voice. Come on.
You the voice of reason. You ain't supposed to take it the different way. You're supposed to learn something from it. You know about astrology, but you want nobody to tell you about yourself? Oh, my God. That's the problem. That is the whole problem.
Let me get my caller back in here. Oh, my goodness.
That is the problem.
All right, here we go. Who we got? Is there somebody at the top? Or Callie. Get Callie back in here. Callie.
It's still me.
No, we love Callie. Callie, you come into the event. You're all the way in Denver, Colorado, so I know Los Angeles is going to show up. But you're coming to our event May 31st, correct?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be lit. You're going to get a chance to meet your earth sign soulmate, the alpha male of comedy, Ray Grady. He descends from a long line of biblical prophets. He is the modern-day reincarnation of the prophet Moses. He is here to deliver a new gospel and a new word through the voice and vehicle of comedy. You could be his wife in the mission that he... No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, you ain't finna be on here prophet line now, hell.
I'm saying Ray Grady special, man.
He is. He is.
This is the modern day Moses, and I can't wait to see it.
I couldn't take it no more, Mom. I was just waiting. Who I hate now?
No, I can't wait to see you. And what I'm interested in, because you've come out here before when I shot my television show. You came out to be a part of the audience, which I really, really thank you for that. But for this particular event, Ray Grady, can you explain exactly what type of experience Cali Soul is going to get when she comes May 31st?
Oh, man. See, what you're going to do is my mic up? It don't sound like my mic is up.
Okay, yeah, do.
So this is what you're going to get, Mama. You're going to get the clinicians. You're going to get Zoe. You're going to get Grady, the alpha male. You're going to get the comedians. And let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to always have a good time when you see Grady and Zoe, because we the leaders of this ship. You understand what I'm saying?
You understand?
We the captains of
Now,
this
I'm
ship.
talking about.
Now, when we start to get down to the nitty-gritty, which is our problems or issues, and yours and the clinicians are going to tell the people, hey, this is how you handle it. And then we come in and be like, we don't want to hear none of that.
The comedy of it.
You hear me? When we come in, so it's almost like I don't want to say a contest, like a versus.
Yeah.
It's like the clinicians going to have their way, and then the comics we're going to have our way. And always remember this. A way to the woman is you make her laugh.
Or
Done.
You make her think.
Yeah, that's for the clinicians. We going to win.
We
gonna
win.
We going to win.
I'm not even a clinician.
We going to win.
But I
You
think
just Zoe.
the clinicians are going to win.
No.
When the clinician drop a bomb and it makes somebody go, I never thought of it that way.
And we going to be like, you ain't see that coming? Huh? If she don't eat eggs with onions, and you mean to tell me it took you 14 years to figure out that you don't eat eggs with onions? Huh? What bomb is she dropping? Huh? What bomb is it? We don't see, you know what happened to clinicians? They be using words like, let me think about it. We'll see about it. Hey, let us, and we like, no. Or yes.
Here's the clinician.
Go ahead.
How does that make you feel when you hear your partner say, you've ignored his request to not put onions in the eggs?
I feel like a doggone fool, because when we went to the family reunion hut, we had Marie calendars, and we all sat down at the restaurant, and she could have been told me, but you know what? I was looking for Baker Square pie recipe, and I didn't know. Can you help me? You know what I'm saying? It don't sound like much.
Tell me about the tension you're feeling right now. Where is it coming from?
She lied to me, and we getting out the way. we getting out the way.
Where's that tension located in your body?
In the gut. On my sheets. When I get in the covers. I can't sit on the couch and watch the NBA finals. I can't watch golf. I can't go shoot pool. I can't enjoy a cigar. I can't play with my grandsons. You see what I'm saying? I'm sick of hand sanitizer. Where's the real soap at? Who is washing the face towels? I don't need hand towels in here. Where's the paper towels? Get the dollar store towels out of here. We need Bronny. You see what I'm saying? That's where it's at. It's dig deep. I use my expertise.
I'll say this. I think the comedians are going to have us rolling. But I do think the clinicians have the upper hand.
Never.
They're going to break down relationship issues. We're going to put, some topics. We're going to speak.
No, you going to have the topic.
I know.
And we ain't going to let nobody say
I ain't going to say the topic yet. But we've got topics.
Yeah, but we ain't going to say, listen, what we going to do? This is what we going to do, bro.
What you going to do?
We going to wait for the nonsense to come, and then it's all to the game.
Okay.
We finna get busy.
No, it's going to be nice. Listen, if you want to get your tickets, you better get them now because they are moving.
They are moving.
So go. TheMiracleInglewood.com.
May 31st.
And we had Dr. Christopher Johnson in here earlier this week.
Yeah.
And he cooked. So, and trust me, it's going to be fire. Get ready. Go TheMiracleInglewood.com. Now, let me get Callie Soul her final thought. Callie?
Yes, sir.
Give me your final thoughts, sweetheart. We love Callie.
Well, some of my, two of my best mentors are Tauruses, and they really do lay a lot of knowledge down to me, and I actually listen to them. And they often commend me like, "Wow, you've been listening."
Wait.
You might be something.
Hold on, Callie.
Sit under the
Hold
path.
on, Callie.
Didn't you just tell her? See what I'm saying?
Hold on, Callie.
Didn't you just say?
She just switched sides on me.
No, she did not. You just told her. You gave her the floor. Let her get the point out.
This is what I'm going to do.
Oh, my goodness. Callie.
When I come forward, I'm going to come back to Callie.
Lord have mercy.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Johns Hopkins University has found that just mild hearing loss doubles your risk of dementia, so hearing loss isn't something to ignore.
But hearing aids are so expensive and ugly.
Not anymore. Meet Audien Hearing. You can get nearly invisible hearing aids without a prescription starting at $98 a pair, and they're ready to use right out of the box. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, and with over 1 million customers, Audien is easy to trust. Visit audienhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them, the right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
There's something in this liquor. The air is getting thicker. I can't help but stare at you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR, you already know my playlist is my co-host. I'm always going to throw a little wrinkle. Tonight's wrinkle was we were going to play all Chris Brown. Because I don't think Chris Brown gets enough credit.
You know why they don't bother the baby boy.
Yeah, I mean, I
The
don't think
world ain't forgave him, G. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a Taurus. They don't forgive the boy, man. When is we going to, America love eating its young. Cut it out. Forgive the boy. Rihanna loved him. Rihanna forgave him. She hugged him. She kissed him on the cheek at the gala in Paris.
Forgive
Let it
the
go.
baby.
Forgive the baby.
Forgive the baby.
That's it. Forgive him.
What did you say, Andy? He said white America, but black America loves
Well, put it like this, Andy. When the sister Robin Williams on Good Morning America, she went in on him like she did Nate Parker. He was like, "Well, I did this, and I love her, and hey, it was a bad time." And she was like, "Yeah, but it's not going to go away." They don't want to go. They don't want it to go away.
Well, that's
bro.
just American culture. You know, the internet is.
But I was saying to Andy's point, Robin did that. The lady who had bone cancer and everybody was going crazy over for Good Morning America, and the world rallied around her, including black people.
I hear you. We love Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets enough credit.
He's the best.
But in some areas, he gets too much credit when they try to compare him to MJ.
Well, it's Michael, then Chris.
Yeah,
that's it.
You don't
That's
do
it.
that. Don't do that. One is Zeus. The other one is Apollo.
No. I'm saying Mike is the king.
Exactly. Zeus.
No. It's Jackie, then James, then come.
No, Mike's better than all that.
No. Listen, I'm telling you before it comes. We talking era, baby. We talking era. Jackie Wilson.
Hold on.
James Brown.
No.
Mike.
There.
Michael Jackson.
Mike transcends
Then
eras.
who's next?
Mike transcends eras.
Who?
He transcends eras.
Oh, okay. But after Michael Jackson, who's next? Chris Brown.
Prince.
We saying Prince does not entertain.
Hey.
He's not a good dancer like Chris Brown is.
Hey, he's a basketball player there. let me get Callie sold.
He played too much.
Callie, get it.
Cut it out there, ladies and gentlemen. You cut it out there, so.
Okay. Callie, give us your final thought, and then we're gonna push forward because I don't even remember what you was talking about, sweetheart.
It's okay because this whole Chris Brown thing, I'm always respect him as a musician. He's a wonderful musician. He did leave a sour taste in my mouth with his colorist comments about sisters.
Girls don't like that. Yes, that's right.
And I'm like, babe.
What did he say? Ask what did he say?
She said he had colorist comments about sisters. Yeah.
What'd he say, Mama?
Nappy heads. He said he don't fool with nappy heads. No nappy heads welcome.
He said he don't fool with nappy heads.
And I'm a kanky haired sister, so I'm
Oh, I know what he did.
Wow, baby. You doing colorist stuff today?
I know what he
Today?
did.
The boy High Yellow. You know how High Yellows be. Sometimes we trip a little bit.
We
don't trip about. No, I don't.
No,
we don't do that.
I ain't trying to let him off the hook though. Not at all.
Well, hold on. He can have his own opinion. That's the problem. It's just not your cup of tea.
He can have his he can have his opinion, but he cannot be derogative. If you turn around and say, I don't deal with nappy heads, that's not good. That's self-hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's
I agree with that.
You could just say, I prefer.
So sister, what if he had a bad situation and several bad situations with the nappy heads, right? Let's just say several, like a lot of them, like several, like a lot.
Yeah, I think there's some things that we can deal with behind closed doors, and other things that we shouldn't just put out in front of the world.
I'm with you on that.
And when it comes to colorism, we need to check that.
I got it. I heard people say that, but I would have to investigate a little further to see for myself. But Callie, we love you. Guess what you just did?
Brody.
How about Denver in the building?
Denver, Colorado in the building. Nikki. Uh-oh.
Come on.
Nikki from the SIP. Nikki from Mississippi in the building. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Brother Zoe and the fam.
Oh.
Ray.
Wait,
It's mighty funny, Dad.
okay.
Dad.
We got you. Your phone it was messing up a little bit, but we got you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
We like all of the best stuff, and the people who like us like our best stuff. You like our Egyptian cotton? We the most loyal because when you get in trouble, you going to call for us to come because you know we will if we run with you.
That's true.
But if we leave you alone, you have been left.
You have been left.
What part of Mississippi, sister?
Oh, now you intrigued.
You understand what I'm talking about?
All day.
Yes.
What part of Mississippi, Mama?
I was with you the other day when you were talking about relationships, and you said if I walk up to you and say, you going with me or you stand here, I was like, hello, my name is Nicole. I'm going with him. Because he didn't say that to the other 50 women in the room. He said that to me. I got a choice, yes or no.
There you
Point
go.
me in a direction and take me there.
That's
There
it.
we go.
That's
Shout
it.
out to the Tauruses in the world.
We love you, Nikki.
Nikki.
Guess what you just did?
I brought the sip in the building, and I still love everybody.
We love you too.
All day.
Nikki from the SIP, JW, South Central Los Angeles. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? And don't forget, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm going to do the Gemini because it'll be our time.
Mm-hmm.
The full takeover. It'll be our time. The full takeover. It will be our time. Revel in your little mud.
We don't do that.
Anyway, J-Dub, what up, man? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? JW, are you there? Did we lose JW? All right, this is what we got to do. So,
what's up, bro?
Ray Grady?
Yeah.
May 31st.
May 31st, brother. You want to, everybody, let me tell you something. Inglewood, L.A., I don't care if you're in the IE, I don't care if you're in the Valley, you want to be in attendance at the Miracle Theater. Comedy Conversation, Laughter Meets Connection. This is what we doing. Zoe Williams, myself, with a list of what? Clinicians. We got comedians. We got people. We're going to have drinks. We're going to have atmosphere. We'll have black people. We'll have white people. We'll have Spanish people. We'll have Asian people. And we're going to have you.
Yes. 1-800. Oh, no. I'm about to give out.
It don't matter.
The website.
Mm-hmm.
Go there.
Go to the website. The
MiracleInglewood.com.
All day.
TheMiracleInglewood.com. Buy your tickets. Anyway, Zoe Williams, Voice of Reason. We had a wonderful week with a bunch of great topics. You already know what it is. Today's my Friday. So I'll see you next Monday with another slew of slappers. Deuces!
I don't know what you did to me. Your body lightweight speaks to me. I can make it hurricane on it. Honey bands make it rain on it.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Tensions flared outside of a Grand Rapids, Michigan courthouse as protesters clashed during jury deliberations in the trial of ex-officer Christopher